Hello, this is Pioneer HPM-700, a vintage loudspeaker uh, which was made from 1980 to 1983. Um, it's a high fidelity 4-way 4-speaker Bass-Reflex loudspeaker system designed by Bart Locanthi and his team of ex-JBL engineers, and it was manufactured in Japan for Pioneer Electronic Corporation, and many still exist in complete working order with all original parts. Due to speaker being engineered for endurance and reliability. Bart Locanthi became the vice president of engineering at JBL in 1960, and it was under his tenure that the JBL 4310, 4311, and L100, which are fairly legendary, were manufactured. However, JBL was bought, and Locanthi disagreed with the new direction he was taking, causing him to leave in 1970, with few other JBL engineers joining him. In 1975, Pioneer North America hired him as Vice President of Development, and Pioneer gave Locanthi and his team a large budget to improve on the speakers they had designed a few years prior. It was then that he used his expertise and experience to design what was become a Pioneer HPM, which you can see here. Pioneer HPM-100 is started. This was the next generation Pioneer HPM-900, 700, and so on. HPM stands for High Polymer Molecular. Oh god, that sounds interesting. Now, let's see what it means. In reference to its newly developed High Polymer Molecular film supertweeter, a design that is used to convert electrical energy into sound to a degree that had previously only been a theory. It is damped by elastic materials to prevent the deterioration of its best characteristics and eliminates excessive harmonic distortion. Those speakers, so HPM-700s, were released along with HPM-900 and 500 and 300, which were obviously smaller. And the HPM-700 is comparable to the HPM-60, a smaller HPM-900 with 10-inch woofer. The tweeter and mid-range drivers of the HPM-700 and HPM-900 contained individual metal grills protect counts. These two speakers feature another new supertweeter design, one of that more closely matched the 180-degree projection of the HPM-100. The woofers were constructed with graphite modulus, a stiffer composite material, and it had foam surrounds. And also, like HPM-440, the cabinet was covered with vinyl instead of veneer. Their specifications are this is a 4-way 4-driver loudspeaker system with and the frequency response it's from 35 to 50 kHz, and power handling is 60 watts with peak of 120 watts. Sensitivity is pretty high, 92.5 decibel, but I find it rather optimistic. And it's got 10-inch bass driver. It's got a 4-inch mid-range driver and 1.75-inch tweeter cone, and super tweeter is HPM High Polymer Molecular. The enclosure is Bass-Reflex, I actually prefer enclosures with Bass-Reflex at the front because it's much easier to accommodate in a room, and it's got walnut grained vinyl and you have a black vinyl from the front, and dimensions are 13 to 24 to 12 inches, and then they weighed 32 pounds each. So let's have a look a little bit closer. On at the front you will find a badge, supertweeter, tweeter in the grill, mid-range in the grill, and Bass-Reflex, and a woofer. And currently I have them on a Atacama SL300 speaker stands. And this is a walnut vinyl, grained vinyl. It's imitation, but it looks fairly nice from the distance. And this is the rear of the speaker. Let's see a little bit closer. And this is the crossover. This has been restored, so you used to have the clip connectors which weren't that good, so I replaced it with banana connectors. It has a badge and potentiometers to regulate tweeter and mid-range. It's got it has regulation -3 to I don't know how many, 9 dB, and the same for tweeter. But since they are quite bright, I actually adjust the controls. And on the other side is a crossover, and this is a crossover which is attached from the back sides of the cup with connectors. It has been restored. So you have potentiometers here, you've got some coils and capacitors, and this little thing at the rear which you can't see, try to get it, is a transformer for the supertweeter. It has been restored, so yeah, got Jensen audio cross cap capacitors,